Hi, and welcome to Anime Reviews. For this episode, we'll be giving our impressions and thumbs up and thumbs down on the fall 2023 anime that I decided to watch. You can watch the preview video that I made here. As I said in my Frieren review, which you can also watch here, I always wait for the third episode of the series to determine whether to continue watch it or to drop it completely. Sometimes I need more episodes to give judgment. Before we begin, as always, I would like to ask everyone watching to please subscribe to the channel. It will really help as the channel continues to grow, and your support is always truly appreciated. So, this is how the episode will go. I will give my short review of each show, and then I'll give the thumbs up or a thumbs down, which signifies whether it's a continue or it's a drop. I will also try to avoid major story spoilers, but some might have some slight spoilers in them, so please be aware. And with all that out of the way, let's begin. Spy Family Season 2. I'm not digging the slice of life format of the current season. I thought that they would be moving the story forward, but I'm guessing they're concentrating on character development. Yeah, I understand that the manga needs to prolong the story for as long as possible so that they'd get that serialization money. But it might sour some of the audience if this lasts until half the season. So for now, it's a thumbs up since I'm still invested in it. Goblin Slayer Season 2. So it's not as shocking as the first few episodes of the first season, but at least they're moving the story forward. And I hate the wizard character that they just introduced, and I just always hope that the goblins get him in each episode. So yeah, it's a thumbs up, since the story's getting interesting again. Doctor Stone New World Second Cour. Oh wow, they really know how to hype up each episode. I can't really wait to see the next one. There hasn't been any letdown yet, so that's clearly a thumbs up for me. Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3. I appreciate the pacing of the story in Season 3, unlike in Season 2, which was convoluted at best. I know what's going on in the story, and I know what the plan of the characters is moving forward, so that's a thumbs up, as it's interestingly ish again. Eminence in Shadow Season 2. Same old, same old. The issues I had in Season 1 are still present in here. So, like I said in my previous video, at this point I'm just hate watching this. So I hope I can do a in-depth breakdown of this anime series moving forward. But for now, it's a big meh. Dead Mount Death Play Second Core. It continues where it left off, and it's in an interesting point of the story. The mysteries keep on getting deeper, and it keeps me invested. Also, thumbs up for all the shark movie puns. Faraway Paladin, Season 2. It feels like there's a big time skip that happened between the two seasons. I'm kind of lost on what's happening, or maybe the story is just going in a different direction. I'm giving it a chance for now, but it's starting to lose me. Tokyo Revengers, Tenjiku arc. Finally, something changed in the dynamic of the story, and there are now real stakes. That's the trouble faced by time travel stories, because sometimes you think, what's the point in doing all of this if we can try again and again? But now, they finally decided to up the tension by answering that question and basically preventing the character from doing it over and over. So that's a thumbs up for the character development and the decision making of the author because it's starting to get stale and or repetitive. Butareba, the story of a man turned into a pig. Isekai stories have become so stale and cliche that when a unique one comes along, you tend to enjoy it more. In Butareba's case, the protagonist is just a plain old pig and not an overpowered being. So that's a thumbs up because Mr. Pig is also my spirit animal and also for Jess, MF Ghost. I'm a fan of Initial D, and seeing that this show is somehow connected to that, but still its own story, I tend to enjoy it. I also think that the protagonist has an interesting personality and also has some more secrets yet revealed. Racing anime is a rarity now these days, so it's a thumbs up, definitely. Overtake. Did I just say that racing anime is a rarity? Well, it's also rare for two racing anime to air in the same season. For this one, the underdog story is really endearing. I also like the parallel progression of the two main characters, which is the racer and the photographer. Thumbs up for sure. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. So I saw a meme about it being like when you finish a game after you defeat the final boss, and then you just do the side quests afterwards. There you go. But if you want a more in depth review, you can watch my review here. And, oh, it's a thumbs up, if you were wondering. The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. It's your typical reincarnated slash resurrected overpowered being, and still overpowered in the new world type of story. The only difference is that there are some minor twists to the side characters. The world building also keeps it interesting, but it's not something you haven't seen before. It's just with a fresh coat of paint. So I'm giving it a chance and decide later whether I like it or not. Berserk of Gluttony. So it's good that it's not an isekai anime or a resurrected OP character type of anime. The unique skill of the protagonist keeps it really interesting, and his relationship with the other characters in the show keeps it intriguing. So it's a thumbs up. The Kingdoms of Ruin. When the characters keep getting killed, and then you wonder where the story will go from there, that's a good thing. If the story keeps you guessing, it'll keep you invested for as long as the story is still interesting. So that's a thumbs up, especially for the gratifying kills. Undead Unlock. So I'm not sure if this is a pure action or pure comedy anime, but it's surely both. That makes it interesting. And the characters ask the same question as me. So that's a thumbs up. Because I want to see the answer to those questions. If you know what I mean. Firefighter Daigo, Rescuer in Orange. It's not a fantasy anime, but it's based more on reality. I wasn't sure if I was going to be interested in firefighting or rescue missions, but it's informative and suspenseful. So that's a thumbs up. Four Knights of the Apocalypse. It's the same formula as Seven Deadly Sins. The Holy Knights are the antagonists, and there are strong people that oppose them. I can't say that's a bad thing, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is a thumbs up for me, because I also want to see the old characters in Seven Deadly Sins and see how they affect this world now. You were experienced, I was not. Our dating story. As a more realistic or not fantasy based rom com, I'm all in. Since it's my favorite genre, I really appreciate it when the story presents characters like they are real people. And it makes you want to know what happens next in the story. So, that's a thumbs up. Maybe even two. The 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. Another rom-com, but it's a type that I don't like. You just know that the protagonist won't end up with any of them. The title is 100 girls or girlfriends. But right now, they are just showing about 5 girls in this season. So I don't know how long it'll take before they reach that 100, but I'm not that interested to find out. It's just a so-so series for me. I'll still watch with an open mind, but just one bad episode may be enough for me to drop this. Ojou to Banken-kun. I just can't seem to get over the age gap thing. And now they're hinting that the guy likes this girl. So let's do the math, shall we? She is 16 and or 15. She's 15 and he is 26. He met the girl and she was just 5 years old and he was 16 at that time. There's a hint of grooming in there somewhere. It's not a bad story, but it's still jarring. So I guess it's a meh for me. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in Naughtiness. It's funny and it's a rom-com, but the story seems kind of lacking since it's more of a slice of life. Though I enjoy the slow progress of how they're starting to realize their romantic feelings for each other. So, it's a thumbs up. It's not as exciting, but it's still enjoyable. There you go, guys. I hope this helps for those of you who are still on the fence to check out some of these shows. See you next time!